All right. Welcome everybody. Super excited to have you all here. And thank you guys for joining us on a Sunday. So quick introductions. I'm Kate and I'm the marketing director here at the co-op, and I am here with Michael Kiley, who is our director of course materials. And today we're going to be showing you your options for course materials, how to save money on your course materials, and then how to use your UT for Me credit at the co-op. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and we'll do a Q&A at the end. So brief history on the co-op. So we are a nonprofit supporting student success at UT Austin, and we've been around since 1896, so over 125 years. As a nonprofit, all of our profits go back to benefit you guys. And then we are operated by a board of directors, which is comprised of elected students. So if you're looking for any of those kind of opportunities during your time on the 40 acres, definitely consider applying to run to be on the board of directors. We also do hire student employees. So if you guys are looking for part-time and seasonal positions, definitely head to our website at universitycoop.com and check out what we have available. So in addition to all of that, we compile the book list for the university. So what that means is that we're working with professors throughout the semester to understand what course materials they're going to be using in the upcoming semester. And then we make sure that we offer those in every available option for you guys. And then you will be able to use your UT for Me credit in store and online, and we'll go through that in just a little bit. But first, let's talk about your course materials options and some cost saving tips. I'm going to turn it over to Michael to discuss those with you.
Thank you, Kate. And again, I'm Michael Kiley. I'm the director of course materials at the University Co-op. But first, I would like to congratulate you for a couple things. One is getting accepted into UT, not an easy thing to do. So congratulations there. And then also congratulations for your UT for Me scholarship. That's awesome and will certainly help you financially when it comes to course materials. When it comes to textbooks, we offer all available options for you. We offer new and used books, of course, but we also offer digital or ebooks. So let's take a look at the pros and cons of each one of these options. So new books, they're going to be your most expensive upfront option. They're fresh off the press. We've ordered them directly from the publisher so they're clean, they're in pristine condition, and they're readily available because we can order them as needed. We also offer used books. And when you purchase a used book, it's going to be a little less expensive, at least 25% cheaper than the new book. Someone has used it before you, so more than likely there will be some highlighting in it, maybe some folded page corners. But used books are not as readily available as new books. And they're generally the first to be sold because they're cheaper. You'll know it's a used book when you're in store because it will have a used book sticker on the spine book. And you'll also, you can usually tell that they're used. Now, we won't sell like heavily used or water damaged books. The used books that we sell are certainly in usable condition. With purchasing new or used, with purchasing physical books, you have the option at the end of the semester to sell them back for cash. When we sell it to you at the beginning of the semester, we don't know if it's going to be used again the next semester, so we don't know exactly what the price would be. But the best time to sell these physical books back to us is at the end of the semester during finals. That's when we have the most information from faculty as what's going to be used the next term. And if it's not going to be used on the 40 acres, we'll buy those books back for used book companies. We just aren't able to pay as much for those. When it comes to ebooks, they're going to be your least expensive option. You can save, anywhere up to 70% when you buy a digital or an ebook. If a book that is being used on campus has a digital book available, we will offer both the physical and the digital to you. Ebooks have durations. So when you buy one, you may not buy it for a lifetime or a perpetual duration. They'll have a duration of 180 days or 365 days or 4 years. And in some cases, publishers will also sell it to you for a perpetual duration, so for a lifetime. The smaller the duration, the cheaper the price. So we also offer all the durations available that publishers are putting out there, so you can shop for a duration and a price point that is best for you. Ebooks are device agnostic, so you can use it on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, and they're available. You can access them both online through VitalSource, which is the company we use to deliver them, or you can download the VitalSource app to your device, and you do not have to be online. The reader you get is very, very sophisticated. It's free, very sophisticated, and actually just went through an upgrade this month, which made it even better than it ever has been. Question that we get often is, can I print my ebook? And the answer is yes, kind of. Publishers have limitations on how much of the book you can print. None of the publishers will let you print the entire book for obvious reasons. Some publishers will only let you print 10% of the book. Some will let you print up to 40% of the book. But after you purchase it and you have it in your account, you'll know how much of it you can print. So our cost savings tip to you is buy digital, because it will be the least expensive and it will allow your UT for Me scholarship money to go a lot further. The next thing I'd like to talk about is courseware. And some of your classes may have and probably will have courseware. And courseware is just a supplemental learning that your instructor has chosen that is available online on a publisher's portal. It's usually like a homework solution or quizzes or tests. And again, it's all online on a publisher portal. If an instructor turns in a book to us that has courseware associated with it, we reach out to that publisher and ask them, hey, are you really using this courseware? Because courseware does make course materials more expensive. When you purchase courseware from us, you have a couple of options on the way to purchase it. And one is just buying an access code from us. So you buy the access code, you go into Canvas, into your course shell for that course, and you go to the URL your instructor has set up for the courseware, and then you plug in this code. When you do that, you'll get access to the courseware, and you also have a digital copy of the textbook. So you get courseware and a digital book when you buy a code from us. Another way that you can buy courseware from us is buying a physical book that is bundled with the courseware code. So when you do that, again, you access the courseware the same way. You take that code that you bought bundled with the book and you plug that into the URL your instructor has set up. But when you buy this bundle, you'll have a physical copy of the book, and then you'll also have a digital copy of the book that comes with the courseware. So our advice to you, if you're trying to stretch your budgeted dollars, is to buy just the access code. All right, and then the last thing in this segment that I want to talk to you about is something we're very, very excited about, and that's Longhorn Textbook Access, or what we call LTA. And this is a coordinated effort that was put together by the University of Texas, by the co-op and the publishers to offer you a low-cost digital option. And this really is significantly reducing the cost of course materials. Instructors have a choice whether they want to participate in Longhorn Textbook Access. And again, this is the first semester that we've offered it. We did a small pilot in the spring and we rolled it out this fall, and we have over 250 courses that are participate in the Longhorn Textbook Access, or LTA. And with LTA, your materials are available to you in digital format on or before the first class day through Canvas. You can choose to opt out of LTA, and it's easy to do. You just simply hit one button in Canvas, and then you won't have access to the materials and you won't be billed. If you stay opted in and you do want the materials, what we do is on the 13th class day, we look at everybody who is still opted in, and then we bill your What I Owe account, which is your student charge account, your non-tuition student charge account. It is definitely the cheapest place that you can get the materials. We have negotiated with publishers to drive the cost down. I would highly recommend, if you're taking a course that you see as LTA, or Longhorn Textbook Access, I certainly shop around and see if you can find the materials cheaper, but more than likely you won't be able to. But if you do find it elsewhere, just make sure it is the absolute right product, because a lot of courses using courseware are there in the LTA program. So I think Kate just dropped a link with information on LTA if y'all want to take a look at that. And now we want to talk about how to use your course materials credit, and I am going to turn it back over to Kate and take a drink of water.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. So let's talk a little bit about how to use your course materials credit online and in store. So brief overview of your $225 course material credit. It is good for 2 semesters. So this is your $225 credit that you get for the entire year. So you can use it in fall, you can use it all in spring, you can use it a little bit in fall and a little bit in spring. Totally up to you, but you get the full amount that you're allotted for the year at the beginning of the fall semester. Oh, hang on, we got one more person joining the session. Let me let them real quick. Anything that you do not use at the end of the spring semester does roll over into the next academic year, as long as you remain part of the UT for Me program. Your funds can be used on textbooks, school and art supplies, and scrubs. So if you are purchasing any other items outside of those, you want to get a super cool Longhorn t-shirt or a Longhorn hoodie, just make sure that you make those purchases separately so that your UT for Me credit applies to the correct things. More people joining. Hang on, here we go. Admitting more people. Awesome. Just a couple of tips on those course materials. So our return policy is that you can purchase those course materials at any point, and you have up until the 5th class day to return those materials for a full refund up until that 5th class day. Oh my gosh, more people joining. This is exciting. The best time to start shopping is now. You'll have the best selection to choose from at this time. So we've received all of the books from our vendors. So we have the most selection available in store, and you'll have, the earlier you shop, you'll have access to those lower cost used physical materials. We do have some special shopping dates in store for y'all. So we'll have all of our UT for Me experts available to help you shop for those course materials. So that is going to be this upcoming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 12 to 5. So feel free to come in store and hang out with us. All right, so let's talk about how to shop in store. So textbooks are going to be located on the academic floor, which is in the basement of the main store. And books are going to be alphabetized by author's last name. And then this is a really good example of the cost savings that you get when you do shop, or when you do purchase those digital materials. So as you can see here, the digital material is $23. The used material, so this is the physical book, is $98, and then the new textbook is $130. So there's over $100 savings in purchasing the digital copy versus the new physical copy. So definitely keep that in mind. Okay, so let's talk about how to shop online and how to set up your account. So to create your co-op account and access your UT4Me funds, your account is already created, and to access those funds, you will receive a welcome email from us, or you have already received that. You can click that forgot password link to reset your password. You can also go to our website and go to sign in, and then click that forgot password link there as well. When you are doing that forgot password workflow, just make sure that you are using your email that is associated with your UT4Me information with the university, because that's the email that we have on file for you to access those funds. So if you create a separate account with an email that we don't know about, you won't have access to those funds. So just make sure that you're using that same email that is associated with all of your UT4Me stuff. If you do plan on purchasing more than $225 worth of course materials, we recommend that you shop in store, because we cannot do split tender transactions on our website right now. So if you come in store and you're doing like $230 and you want to put $5 on your credit card, you'll have to shop in store for that, so we can do split tender. All right, so I'm going to turn it back over to Michael now to show you guys how to shop online.
Thank you, Kate. And so to access and potentially purchase your course materials, you'll need to log into Canvas, and on the left nav bar in any one of your course shells, you should see, if your instructor hadn't removed it, you should see a link that says My Textbooks. And you click on that, and we've highlighted that, or we put a red box around it and that green arrow. So you click on My Textbooks, and then it will bring you to a page that looks similar to this. And all of your courses for all of your classes will load on this page in tiles. For this example, on the left is a tile that would look very similar to a Longhorn Textbook Access, an LTA tile. What we've done, this is just a sample that we came up with, but we see that it's not real descriptive on it being an LTA. So what we did on all the titles of the book that are in LTA, we put LTA in the title. So you'll know that this product is an LTA product, and we're showing you a button here that says, do you want to opt out? You could simply press that, and then you would not have access to the materials, and you would not be billed for those materials after the 12th class day. So this is an example of a product, a book, if you will, with courseware. So right here, all we're showing you is an option to opt out. If this were an LTA item that was just an ebook, did not have courseware, we would also show you a button here that says read now. So you could click on that button and actually start reading the book. The tile on the right is a non-LTA item. So it would be a physical book that you need to purchase somewhere. So you would click on that compare and purchase button. And what it will do is it will flip you over to the co-op website, and it would populate this page with that material. On the left-hand side will be all of your purchasing, the purchasing options for that course, the book or books that you need. And then you highlight one of them. In this case, the lower one is highlighted in burnt orange. So on the right 2/3 of the page is all of the book information. So what we're showing you on the right 2/3 is the title of the book. We're showing you the author of the book. Click, Kate. The author of the book. and we're showing you the ISBN. ISBN is a very, very important number. You know, let's say you wanted to go outside the co-op world and purchase this somewhere else, you would need that ISBN there. And then below that, where it says status, in this case, it says required, but you'll see we have a total of three statuses, required. And required is just that. The instructor has said this book is required for the student to pass the class. We also have alternate. And an alternate is, it's the same book, the same materials as the required, but just in a different format. And if you'll look back over on the left third of that, you'll see that we have two books over there. One is required, but the top one says alternate. It's the same exact book. It's just in a loose leaf format. It's just not bound. Loose leaf pages, 3-hole punched, and it's cheaper. So when it comes to required or alternate, you buy one or the other, you do not buy both. And then the other status that you may see there is optional. And that's where the instructor has said, hey, it'd be a nice to have. You know, I think the students would benefit from it, but they are not required to have it to pass the class. So on those optional, we just highly recommend you go to class, you know, see if you want or need it. And then if you do, then you can come back and purchase it. So you just choose, I'm sorry, Kate, you can go back. You just choose the option you want, new, used, lifetime digital, 180-day digital, and then you add to cart. And then after you've added everything you want to your cart, and it comes time to check out, when it comes to the payment method, for you for students, we highly recommend, please choose invoice if you want to use your UT for Me funds to pay for that purchase. Kate, is there anything else you would want to add here, you know, particularly when it comes to paying with UT for Me funds?
Just make sure that when you are checking out that you are logged into your account with that email address that is associated with all your UT for Me information, because that's how we'll be putting that credit on your account. So if you just check out as a guest, you won't see your UT for Me funds available. You do have to log in to access those funds.
Thanks, Kate. All right, listen closely, if you will, because this can be confusing. So if you're taking a course or courses that are LTA and you want the UT for Me credit to pay for those courses, then remain opted in to the LTA course. And what we will do is after the 12th class day, when we bill all the students, we'll identify all the UT for Me students that are in LTA courses and still opted in, and we will deduct from your UT for Me funds what you owe for LTA. If you owe more than what you have in your account, let's say you have $100 left in your UT for Me account, and all your LTA items are $120, we will deduct the $100, and then we will bill your What I Owe account, your student charge account, the $20 that your UT for Me account did not cover. So that all will happen after the 12th class day. And if you have that $20 balance on your What I Owe account, you would have to pay that by the 18th class day, but you'll get plenty of reminders from the university that you have that outstanding balance and it has to be paid by the 18th class day. If you have questions about that, drop it in the chat and we'll do our best to cover it again at the end. And now I'm going to turn it back over to Kate.
Thanks, Michael. So just a couple more things from me, and then we'll get to your questions. I see there's tons in the chat, which is super awesome. So when you shop during those special shopping days, which is going to be this Thursday through Sunday and even through September 9th, as long as you identify yourself as a UT for Me student at checkout and store, you will get 10% off of your school supplies. And if you're shopping online, make sure that you are logged into that account, because this coupon code only works if you are logged into that account. You can put in 2108 UT for Me in the promo code at checkout to get 10% off of those school supplies. And then lastly, we do have a UT for Me resource page that is on our website. I will drop that link in the chat for y'all. And this recording will be on this page next week. Just gotta spend a little bit of time editing it, beginning and the end, just cut out some stuff. But there's tons of information there for you guys. More information on the special shopping dates, FAQs, everything that you need to know is there.